Hi, it's Richard. I'm here to talk to you, my fellow teachers, about how to make quizzes, question banks, and all sorts of fun things on Ilearn. Now, Poe's going to be doing a great workshop, but this is just in case you can't make the workshop or you have some other questions. So, what I need you to do is to log into a course. I'm going to do third year English. And in all of your pages, you will come down here on the left all the way at the bottom, and you'll have something that says Question Bank. I'm going to need you to click on that. And then we're going to come here. You can make new questions or you can import questions. If you have a lot of questions, I think importing is easier. Now, you can choose different styles of import. Aiken is what Poe likes. Blackboard, I don't really know. Most of these I don't really know. I know the Excel format. You have to download an Excel form. It's not easy. I generally use Gift. And the reason why is I found this nifty website called a Gift Converter. I'll make sure that the URL is in the comments below. And the way it works is you make your questions. So here I've written some questions in just a document, in a Word doc. And it goes like this. The very first line has to be the very first question. Then each line underneath it is an answer. And you denote the answer that's the correct answer with a star, which is just Shift 8. So what does not belong on a resume? Name, address, blood type, or education. True or false? Resume should have lots of cute pictures. Fill in the blank with the most appropriate word. My boss looked over my and was impressed with all of my experience. ID, license, Facebook, resume. So you do all of this. Now you don't do A, B, C, D because part of the nice things about Ilearn is they automatically get shuffled. Since you're not grading it, you just have to make sure that the star is at the right answer. Now, maybe you want to have two answers that are the correct answer. So you can do this. Well, in that case, you put a star there too. And when you copy and paste this, you copy it, you paste it in here, and you choose multiple choice. All right, that means there's multiple answers. All right, and then you come down here and you hit send. And that will give you gift output 3Q1. Okay, then we come over here and we're going to import a gift because it's a present. Aww. I'm going to click import. And then I'm going to choose a file. And I'm going to choose 3Q, 3 questions. Yay. Upload this file and import it. What does not belong on a resume? True or false? Fill in the blank. Awesome. All of these look great. So I'm going to hit continue. So I've now entered these questions into a question bank, and I can use them on my midterm, any quiz, at any point on a final exam, anything I want. I have these questions to pull from. Or I can delete them later if I don't want them. All right, then we're going to go back to our class, and then we're going to turn editing on. Oh, good, it's on. And we're going to add an activity. And now we're going to learn about quizzes. So I come over here and I hit quiz, and I hit add. All right, and you give it a name. That's pretty easy. Resume quiz, no problem. And then down here are some options, and I want to talk about the options with you. If you can hit expand all, and it shows everything, or you can just go one by one. We're going to go one by one today. Timing. This is, do you want the time of the quiz to open and close at a certain time? How long of a time limit do they have? Do you allow them to have a couple of extra time? That's your choices. I don't normally mess with this, and I'll show you why in a minute, because I'm usually only allowing them to do tests in class. Grades. All right. Unlimited attempts? No. You can have one attempt. This is an important thing. Or 2 attempts. It's up to you. Layout. I don't play with that. Question behavior. Shuffle within questions. Yes. All right. Allow redo. No. Each attempt. No. All right. So, but this allows the A, B, C, Ds to get scattered and reorganized every single time. So it's really hard just to cheat. Review options. I don't allow my students to see the answers. So I do it like this. I turn that off, and they can only see the marks or overall feedback, which I never do. And immediately after the attempt, I take that. All right. Appearance. No image. You can ask them to make images. Extra restrictions on attempts. Now this is a neat thing. You can make a password, so they have to enter the password to take the quiz. One more layer of security. So you choose whatever the password is, like Richard is great, and you write that on the blackboard, and the students have to do that before they enter the quiz. All right. Overall feedback, I don't play with that. Common module settings, I don't really play with that either. Restrict access. This is one I do mess with. What I do is I'll add a restriction, and I only do the date one. And what I say is they can take the tests from this day at this time. All right? And then I'll add another restriction, and I'll say until this date at this time. So that gives them only 30 minutes, and they can only enter at that time. So they, even if they're late, they can still enter the test late, and it doesn't penalize them for being late, but it ensures that no one can go home later and take the test. All right? Add restriction. All right? Cancel. And so we're going to save this and return to course. Now we have a quiz. But what? There's no questions on the quiz. So we're going to have to edit that. So you click on the quiz and you edit quiz. Now this took me forever to figure out how to add questions. And there's this little button that says add. And we're going to add a new question from Question Bank, a random question. I've never clicked a random question, but today we're going to focus on from Question Bank. So I click on that, and it gives all the questions in my Question Bank. Now I want all of them to be on the quiz, so I click this. And I add selections to quiz. And then I save it. Okay. And that's it. That should be it. I've saved it. And then I can come back, and if I come to the class, if I go back to the class again, here's the quiz, and we can take the quiz, and we can preview it. And this was what it looks like. Which does not belong on a resume? Select one or more. So I'm going to say blood type. True or false? Resume should have lots of cute pictures. False. Fill in the blank with the most appropriate word. My boss looked over my so it's resume and CV. And I finish attempt. And I submit all and finish. This is what the students will see. And I get a 100. Yay! All right. So that's how a quiz is made on Ilearn. And you're using Moodle Test Creator and with question banks. And it'll make your life a lot easier, I hope. If there's any questions or problems, please let me know.